Here we go. In three, two, one.
The best leadership happens when you step away for 10 minutes.
This is Back in 10.
Welcome back, everyone, to Back in 10. I am Jen.
And I'm Savanah. Wow, that was less sing-songy than usual, right? Sorry,
Wow,
gang.
it
And
totally was.
I'm Savannah.
Ooh,
Is that better?
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for that. So on on today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about motivating our team, motivating our admin team specifically, and different things that we can do to help to support them. So, Savannah, on past episodes, we've talked a lot about giving timely feedback and having like micro conversations with our team, being really open and transparent with our communication with them too. Tell me, we're having these conversations, we're meeting with our team regularly. What else can we do to help motivate our team?
You pose a great question, Jennifer. Let's start from top to bottom, right? Like look at the top of the day, the morning. To help motivate your team, embody who you want them to be. Be that model of positivity. Everyone says lead by example, right? And one way to effectively motivate them is to help them understand what it is to be a good leader and to be able to navigate stresses in a positive way. I think that is a very strong tip for motivating your admin team. Be the positive change.
Agreed.
What's one for you?
Yeah. Just being supportive and offering support. Just, what can I do to help you? Just, I guess, just being present. Just being present, I think, is a huge one. And I think as leaders, sometimes that's difficult. It's difficult for a lot of leaders to do because they're in their heads, they're thinking about other things, they're thinking about what they need to do next and all of these other responsibilities. And sometimes it's hard to pause and physically and mentally and emotionally be present, especially when there's so many other things going on in our professional and personal lives. But really taking the time to pause and be present for your team and showing them that it's okay for them to have that time, out of the office and have that time. Like it's okay to I don't
You're
know, like
supporting
not
their
be
work
okay
life
and still be
balance.
there. Yeah, absolutely. We all need that in so many different ways. Yeah.
And making time for them, for one-on-ones, the follow-ups with the team members to ask those questions. How are you doing? How is life within work? And finding, like you said, finding that line between home life, personal life, and work
Right.
life.
Right.
But being a mode of support for them.
Yeah, and I think one of the things with that, and we've touched on this a little bit too, is if we're talking about like work-life balance, like when they're off the clock, they're off the clock, right? Yes, and we've said that, Savannah. I know that you had said it and like reiterated and reiterated. When your team is out on PTO, do not reach out to them, do not bother them, do not communicate with them for anything about work. Anything about work, because that is their time. And if you do that for them, then they'll do the same for you. So a lot of leaders, when their vacation or their PTO comes up, they're like, oh my gosh, they're bothering me or they're doing this and doing that. And my question always is, well, did you do that to them? Usually the answer is yes. So again, when we're talking about like mimicking your behavior, if that's what you're going to do as a leader, that's what they're going to do. So give them that time. That's their time and they deserve it.
I think PTO flows into one of my other top 10 for motivating your admin team. It's a spicy topic. There is a lot of conversation around bonuses, incentives, rewards. Every practice is different and has a different philosophy on it. But if
Yep.
you are a practice who does any type of bonus or reward or incentive for the team, um, finding out what matters to them. Do a survey. What entices them to do an above average job? Go above
Mhm.
and beyond, because those bonuses and rewards are for extra work well done, excellence, right? On top of their job description and what is needed of their role. For me, the top two are money and PTO and time. Everyone loves extra money, and everyone loves time. It
Mhm.
maybe those are two of your motivators, money and time. Maybe the team gets a day off if they meet XYZ goal,
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yep. I've seen some offices at the end of the year, if a team member has not used their PTO, that they give them a bonus on top of it. I do not recommend that for a few different reasons. First one is sometimes, depending on your policy, sometimes sick time is included in PTO.
Sure.
So if you have a team member that's sick, or they have a sick family member that they're caring for, or something like that, that's not really on them if they're doing that. So now you're going to not give them a bonus because they had to do something that you would have done yourself, and because they were caring for someone else, right? So just be mindful that your policies are also in line with that, and in line with your culture, because you want your team to take time off. You want your team to come back refreshed and rejuvenated and have that time, because we all need it. So I would make your goals and things not around the use of their PTO policy, I'll say. Rollover is completely different.
Mhm.
Rollover is completely different. But paying that time out is, or giving a bonus, I'll say, if they don't use it, is not, it's just it's a difference in culture. Everyone's
Mhm.
different, but just something to be mindful of.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Mhm.
And with the goals, set clear goals, make sure they're achievable. That's a motivator for your admin
Mhm.
teams, making
Yeah.
sure that the goals are achievable. If you give an outrageous goal and they know they can't attain it, who the hell is going to try? What? I'll make up
Mm-mm.
my own achievable goal at that point. Make sure
Right.
your goals are achievable.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so many different ways that you can track that. There's actually some really cool systems that will help you track your admin team. Not specifically track them, but like help set goals and help them to see that the work that they're doing is extremely valuable. And I think that's one of the challenges with your admin team, is that sometimes, because there's not specifically a dollar like production amount that's attached to everything that they do, that they don't really, sometimes they
Mhm.
get left behind, I'll say. I've
Mhm.
seen it happen where they're like, "Oh, I the production goal, yeah." Like hygienists will get something extra if they hit a certain production goal, or assistants will, but admin, it's just, "Oh, I'm in the team bonus, which is great, but I can never do that." So
Mhm.
make sure that it's fair for everybody, right? But
Mhm.
there's some really amazing softwares out there that will help you to do that.
And if you are setting these goals, be sure to recognize and celebrate them.
Amen.
Genuinely
Yes.
meaningful praise, and be specific. Be specific about that. That is a strong motivator that I
Mhm.
use with my admin team.
Mhm.
Recognition and
Mhm.
celebrating wins.
Yeah, and is it their praise too? That's when you really have to know your team, right? Is it, do they like it to be public, or do they want it to be private? Because you don't wanna call someone out on something amazing that they did,
Mhm.
and they do not like to be recognized publicly for
Great,
anything,
great
right?
tip.
Yeah, so just really know your team.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Another motivator that I think is important for admin teams is something we chatted about with change management, involving them in decisions, asking for feedback often, make them feel like a decision maker and that the decision matters. You give them, present them with two options that you're comfortable with. Let them make the decision.
Mhm.
That I think that is very motivating for an admin team. Be feeling
Yeah.
like a decision maker, the
Mhm.
autonomy of that.
Yeah, and look, you're not, and I love how you said to like pick two solutions that will work good for the practice and then let them choose, because sometimes when you just kind of leave it open-ended too, it can go haywire. So as a leadership team, like have that conversation, like, okay, what are some different solutions that we think would work? And then bring it to the team. And those two solutions might actually morph into something even better when you include the team. And
Mhm.
that's both of them are included in it, right? So involve your team in that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Huge, huge. And can we talk about real quick, like admin team growth? You and I both have grown in dental practices.
Yeah.
Um, I was an assistant hygienist turned office manager, and grew and stuff from there. And the same with you. So I think, look, as leaders, it's our job. This is my opinion. It is my job to find things in our people, in our team, that they might not see in themselves and help them highlight that amazing strength and ability that they have and help them enhance it and grow and do whatever they want with it. Right.
Mhm.
And I take huge pride in that and take that to heart. Like I want to help people. I want them to see who they are and who they could be and who they can be. I get goosebumps because there are so many amazing team members that I've worked with over the years. And I don't want to get emotional. I'm just so stinking proud of them and all of the work that they've done. And it just makes me so happy to think, like, even if they totally forget who I am, it's just like I was a small part in, in being able to work with them and see how amazing of a human they are and what a good person they are. Good person and a good professional and just everything that they have done. And I truly feel that that's our job as leaders, to help to motivate our team to do that, to help them to learn and grow. How
Mhm.
amazing is it that you might lose a team member because they have outgrown your team, but they're not going to forget you
No.
and you're not going to forget them. And that's okay. That's
Mhm.
okay. Right. You never want to lose an amazing person, but man, motivating them to do more and to learn and to grow is an amazing thing for anyone.
Uh,
Anyone.
I absolutely agree. Yeah, investing in growth, huge, huge.
Yeah.
Because, and you and I are both big proponents of it's not a job. We don't see these things as jobs. It's your career. You've made the decision to follow this career,
Yeah.
and how can we help you grow in that? I agree.
Yeah.
And you're right. I have always remembered previous employers who have said, I am so sad that I'll no longer be able to work with you in practice, but I am so proud of you
Yeah.
and that you're doing really big things for yourself and for the industry and for the dental
Yeah.
industry and for
It's
patients.
amazing.
Like it's
Mhm.
it's so powerful. I have goosebumps again. It's so
Yeah.
powerful. And I can
Yeah.
remember those conversations.
Yeah. And I talk about this in one of my courses, that I had interviewed someone to be an admin slash assistant in one of the practices that I was leading. And they were like, oh, I want to grow in the dental field and I want to be a hygienist. And I looked at them and I said, you don't have to be a hygienist to grow in the dental field. And she just like slouched in her chair. And I'm like, there's so much more that you can do. And she went back to school and got her business degree and grew within the profession and got many distinctions and is brilliant. She is absolutely brilliant. And you know
He
who
is
I'm talking
brilliant. I
about.
know who he's
Oh
talking
my
about.
gosh. And I'm so honored to know her and love her. And
Mhm.
I still remember like her walking into the office and like sat in a chair in the corner. And it's just amazing to be a part of that for someone.
Yeah.
So I don't want anyone to ever forget the volume and the weight of you being a leader and what it means to motivate your team and to be there to support them.
Without micromanaging.
Oh, yeah. No, let them fly.
Let them fly.
Let
I
them
believe I
fly.
can fly.
Look, great analogy. Ready? We are on a 4-lane highway.
Love it.
Okay?
Go. What am I driving? Am I in the convertible?
Well, it's up to you. You can
Okay.
drive whatever you want because it's going to determine how fast you go. Okay.
Oh, I like to drive fast.
Okay, queen. You can be in a Maserati if you want to.
Oh,
You
yeah.
go for it. Okay.
Mhm.
We're a
Okay.
4-lane highway.
Okay.
On one side is a guardrail, is the
Yeah.
other side is the ditch. Okay? You cannot go into the guardrail. You cannot go into the ditch. You can be in any lane you want. You can go as fast as you want, but you need to stay above 60 miles an hour because there is a speed limit. We're not turtles here. We're on a highway. Okay? So that's your guideline. You can be in any lane. I'm not going to micromanage you. You just got to stay within this. Done.
The bumpers, like
Done.
bumper bowling. You're gonna stay on the alley.
Yeah, that's it. You just got to be
Okay.
within there. Totally fine. Let
Okay, so
your
what
team
about
fly.
I just want to run with this analogy right now.
Yes.
Accidents happen, Jen. What happens if you run out of gas?
You know, that's when your leader comes right up behind you and helps to refuel your tank. And that might be coffee, that might be tea, that might be taking 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
10
That
to
might
listen.
be
Back in 10.
you might need some time to listen to a podcast, right? We were talking about, well, we shared a meal last night, Savannah, and we were talking about podcasts and different things that like to help to fuel us in many different ways, right? There's an accident. Let's call AAA. Let's there's always people and team members there to support you when something happens. That's what we're there for, right? So if you're having a moment, if you're having a hard day, that's what we're here for. That's what our team is here for. That's why you don't do this on your own. That's why we do it together.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Together.
There we go. Do you want to start dancing too?
God,
Yeah.
I am so sing-songy in this episode. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You started not sing-songy and you changed very quickly.
I changed because my coffee kicked in.
Oh, there you go. I
My
haven't had
coffee
today.
out of my back in 10 tumbler.
Yes, queen. There you go. There you go.
Anyway,
Awesome. Well,
we
I
hope
think
that
anyway, go for it, Savannah.
we hope that these tips for motivating your admin team you find actionable and something that you can implement in your practice with your team as well.
Have an awesome day, everyone.
Bye, y'all. Don't micromanage. Support. Stay in your lane. Actually, don't stay in your lane. It's fun to go in and out of lanes. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us on Back in 10.
If something made you laugh, nod, or feel a little more human, share it with a friend and make sure that you're subscribed.
You can also follow us on Instagram at Back in 10 Pod for more behind the scenes, updates, and probably a little chaos.
We're not here to have it all figured out. We're just here to tell you the things that we wish someone had told us.
And remind you that leadership doesn't have to be perfect, just real.
We'll be back in 10.